has led to a catastrophe of historic proportions. Let's explore X for the latest.
They're in their homes, they don't have power. Without power, they can't produce oxygen in their homes if they're dependent on it. So we're here to provide these tents and this equipment so that the hospital here can have a safe place for people from the community to come in and be on oxygen if they need to be. Pray for this community that it's put back together quickly from the floods, and just pray that God is glorified through all that we're doing.
He says there's a lot more to the North Carolina mountains than Asheville. And he goes on to list all of the affected areas, and he ends with this. Donate to Operation Airdrop, Samaritan's Purse, or Fleet of Angels, or all three. Contact news media to get coverage for all of Western North Carolina. People need to know the full scope of this disaster so that more people can get desperately needed help, and so more people can be located, because a lot of us have loved ones up there, and we don't know if they're dead or alive. These are our homes. These are places we raise our families. These are communities I work in on a daily basis. My heart breaks for everyone involved. Here's something shared by Truth Seeker on X.
I really don't think y'all understand how bad it is in the southeast right now. We have towns that don't exist anymore. Chimney Rock is gone. The city of Asheville is cut off from the world. This is not an exaggeration. All the bridges leading into the city have been washed away. They have no food, no power, no water, no internet, no cell service. They don't even have radio. It's a complete dead zone. No one knows what's going on in there. I don't think I'm being dramatic when I say that this is a Hurricane Katrina level event. There was a woman in my town who called for an ambulance, and the ambulance got stranded, and they were stranded for 24 hours, and to my knowledge the patient didn't make it. People are dying. They're still dying. I've been running the generator for the last 3 days, and we're starting to run out of gas, and this is on Highway 123 heading from Aisley to Greenville. And this was a 1 mile long line to get gas because they were the only people we knew around that had gas left. I got all the way to the end and they were out. They had no gas. We checked every gas station in Pickens and Easley and Liberty, nothing. And I don't know what I'm going to do when I run out of gas, I tell you that much. Try to steal some from my car maybe to keep my food cold, but even then, I don't know. This is the I-40 bridge, from Tennessee to North Carolina. It's gone. It don't exist no more either. We have people dying out here. Man, we need help. We need help.
Here's the next post from RNC Research. They posted a video from Biden, and they wrote, quote, "An extremely unwell Biden finally realizes there's a crisis in North Carolina and other southern states." Let's watch that video.
I expect to be there. Excuse me, I have a cold. I expect to be there later this week. I and my team are in constant contact with the governors, mayors, and local leaders. The head of FEMA, Deanne Griswold, is on the ground now in North Carolina. She's going to stay in Asheville and Appalachia region for the foreseeable future.
He went on to give a little bit more information, but he's being accused of being dishonest with that statement about FEMA. People have reported various things. Here's Sean Farash on X saying, quote, "Biden says we've given everything that we have to the people in Western North Carolina, East Tennessee, Georgia, and Florida dealing with the floods from the storm. The Harris-Biden administration hates America," they said. And this is a clip from yesterday. Let's listen.
Yes, it's tragic. Matter of fact, we're trying to get the exact number. My FEMA advisor is on the ground in Florida right now. There's a distinction between the numbers that FEMA's used and the ones that are used by the locals. So it really is amazing. You saw the photographs. It's stunning.
It's unbelievable.
It really is.
Such a wide area.
And we've given them all everything that we have. We're on the ground ahead of time, so we're working hard.
Are there any more resources the federal government could be giving them?
No, we've given them, we have pre-planned a significant amount of it, even though they didn't ask for it yet. Hadn't asked for it yet.
A controversial statement made by Joe Biden there. A lot of people saying that is inaccurate. Here's a post from Insider Paper. Biden approves $567 million in defense assistance for Taiwan, September 30th, 2024. Bowtied Ranger wrote, "Where's President Biden? Where's FEMA? I don't know how to break it to the average boomer, but Biden and the entire federal government hate this part of the United States more than anything else in the world." Here's a map of the power outages. Oh my gosh. This is from September 29th at 11 a.m. Not only do we have this flooding, we also have other events going on. We're just going to briefly touch on this, and I may cover it more later. Shelter in place and evacuations ordered due to biolab chemical plant fire releasing massive amounts of toxic smoke. Here's video from that toxic fire. I heard that there's chlorine and different things in the atmosphere. Just absolutely insane. The plume of smoke from this in Georgia's Rockdale County. The shelter-in-place order being extended indefinitely. Wendy Patterson pointed out, breaking news, Chris Spear, American trucking president, says that the Longshoremen Association hasn't met with negotiating table since June, and they have already decided to strike. So, on top of this disaster that's going to impact the supply chain, we also have this strike that is looming, the port strike, which the impact is going to be massive. 45,000 workers from 36 ports handling 43% of all U.S. imports, could cost $5 billion plus per day, according to a JP Morgan analysis. Edwin, at Nuked for Everyone on X, says, quote, a mighty fucking is upcoming. Longshoremen voted to strike. Here's a map of the affected ports. Onward. Donald J. Trump said this today, September 30th at 8:42 a.m. He said, quote, we are now heading to Valdosta, Georgia, in order to pay my respects and bring lots of relief material, including fuel, equipment, water, and other things to the state. Many politicians and law enforcement will be there. We'll be saying hello to Franklin Graham, Burt Jones, Tyler Harper, Mike Collins, Austin Scott, Russ Goodman, Sam Watson, and the mayor of Valdosta, Scott James. They are working very hard. I was also going to stop in North Carolina, which has really been hit hard. I have a lot of supplies ready for them, but access and communication is now restricted, and we want to make sure that local emergency management is able to focus on helping the people most affected and not being concerned with me. I'll be there shortly, but don't like the reports that I'm getting about the federal government and the Democrat governor of the state going out of their way to not help people in Republican areas. Make America great again. MJ Truth Ultra posted this video, quote, Trump begins his rally by sending his love and prayers to everyone affected by Hurricane Helene. This was from yesterday, September 29th, where Trump said this. Let's listen to him now.
Before we begin, I'd like to send my love and prayers to the families of those who have died, a lot of death, and all of those who are displaced and suffering in the wake of the hurricane's destruction in the South, especially in Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, and in particular, Western North Carolina took a tremendous hit. It's been absolutely devastated, and God be with you all. It's been a rough one. That was a big monster hurricane, and hit a lot harder than anyone even thought possible. So we want to just extend our best wishes to everybody, right?
Here's Laura Loomer on X. She says, quote, if you have Verizon and your phone has been in SOS for the last 2 hours, you aren't alone. She posted this map of reports of people having issues. She said, Verizon has replied to me. They are confirming there is an outage. It's not just where I am, but it's happening all over the country. Here's Sassfrast84, who shared a TikTok from Ace Fighter, who's giving us updates. Let's listen.
Hurricane Helene hit Leicester, North Carolina about 2 days ago. The local news is covering it, but the big news is not. A lot of people do not know what's going on. We are without food, without water. Gas stations are out. There's no electricity. It's a war zone. It's literally a war zone. Looting is going crazy. It's everywhere. Looting. Police are not responding to missing person calls anymore. They're only responding to big emergencies. The Walmart down the road on Bleachery just got flooded out where I work. There's nothing there. It's a war zone. There's flooding everywhere. Houses have been swept away. There's houses floating down the river. Cars are gone. We need help. We need help. We need to get the word around. We need help, please.
I Meme Therefore I Am put this out. Please pray for the people affected by Helene, as well for the aid providers and rescuers working to help them. Let's watch this clip.
So I just got out of the water. We're up at the local emergency operations center. They have a Starlink set up, and water rescues are continuous. So the mud is insane here. The amount of bridges that are out, the amount of landlocked, stranded people is unbelievable. There's still plenty of people completely unaccounted for. Keep these locals in your prayers, because I've been doing this since 2013. I got some guys with me that have done it 30 years, and they've never seen anything like this. It's wild. The pictures and videos are nothing compared to seeing it in person. I don't even know how it's possible that it happened. But the job goes on.
General Michael Flynn went to X to say this, quote, "Why hasn't the National Guard or even active military units been called in to conduct humanitarian operation? Christmas, the 82nd Airborne Division is right down the road from Asheville area. Oh, they're probably prepping to go to Ukraine or deploy to the Middle East. Hashtag America first for once." Asheville, North Carolina resident says it's chaos after Hurricane Helene. He says looters are everywhere. People are vandalizing everywhere.
So update right now, the biggest problem after Hurricane Helene is just you're not able to move. Some of my friends just try to go to Tennessee. The roads are completely blocked off. You're not getting out. We're trapped in. There's a lot of looters. Please stay safe. Stay inside. If you have a weapon, keep it on you, because there are people intentionally sabotaging stuff. So over on I-40, there was some truckers coming in with supplies and medical stuff trying to help us. They started at a truck stop to get some rest. When they woke up, their tires were slashed. Nothing was stolen, just tires were slashed. The same thing is happening all over the place. People are intentionally just vandalizing stuff, not stealing, just vandalizing. And then there's looting happening in all the stores. I'll come back with an update in about 5 or 6 hours. Everyone stay safe.
That's Ace Spider on TikTok. Oh my gosh, this is insanity, you guys. Here's another one from my meme, Therefore I Am. Breaking, at least 101 people are now confirmed dead across 6 states, Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, and Tennessee. Onward. Wendy Patterson posted this breaking news early this morning. Quote, "All of the shelters in Asheville are at capacity. Fox News reporters on the ground in Asheville say that FEMA isn't on the ground helping the shelters, and several have run out of water. The Fox reporter is trying to find answers on why FEMA isn't there to assist." Where's Wally? Thank you for posting this and tagging me. This looks like a snapshot from Facebook from Mountain Mule Packer Ranch. They wrote, quote, "We are working to coordinate bringing supplies into areas affected by Hurricane Helene by pack mule strings. We are planning to head to Weaverville, North Carolina tomorrow, but available to go to other areas of need as well. Please reach out to us at 910-885-1402 if you know of specific needs and areas that we can get our mule strings in to help. We can bring supplies or pack in what your group has acquired already. Hashtag praying for those affected by Helene." And there's an image there of their packed mules. Like we heard, a lot of these roads have been washed away. There's people landlocked. There's, besides houses washing away and all that, a lot of people are stuck where they are. There's no roads in and there's no roads out. Literally, the roads have been washed away. They're gone. There's no way to access these locations. So these mules will be really effective at getting through to some areas. Thank you again, Where's Wally, for sharing that. Tariq Scott Bakari posted this. "Went to help in the Lake Lure, Chimney Rock area today, and it's hard to describe. Never seen anything like this. Post-apocalyptic. It's so overwhelming you don't even know how to fathom what recovery looks like, let alone where to start. Going to be a long path to recovery that all levels of stakeholders are going to be needed." That's a pontoon boat in the distance there. Multiple. It's a huge area of destruction in just this video alone. Miss Doubtvisor posted this video. "Angels among us, Lord, please protect and bless this family. I meme, Therefore I Am," posted this video and wrote, quote, "Watch as a family in North Carolina provides food and electricity to those in need, while much of the town remains flooded and the roads are blocked by fallen trees."
It's churches that's not even open right now, but yet these people are giving out free food, free electricity, free drinks. Like, it's whole churches that's not even open, but yet these people are God sent right now. Seriously, just take a look at how crazy this city looks right now. Like, this is how 90% of the roads look. 90% of the roads, trees everywhere. Oh my goodness, this is ridiculous. This is insane work to me right here. Like, just look Bro, that's the whole road.
Nah, they trapped us. They trapped us in town.
It's flooded
The whole town is a power.
If you have the means and you're looking for a way to support the families in need, you could donate to Samaritan's Purse and many others. Special thank you to everybody with boots on the ground and those of you who are doing everything you can to spread the word and support these families in need. I'm Vince Tagliavia. This is the Best of X. See you next time.